a few words. How was it to work with the guys you did, especially Cillian and Tom Hardy?
Well, thankfully spent many years acting alongside Cillian Murphy, Paul Anderson, Helen McCrory, Joe Cole, Sophie Rundle. More characters. They're their real names for people who don't know. So Tommy, Arthur, Polly, etc. Ada. All of them it was like a university for me. I didn't study acting. But Peaky Blinders in itself was like a university for me because my fascination as a boy and a young man, there's different styles. Cillian's very different to Paul Anderson. I don't want to speak for them, but Cillian is very stoic. Not just his character, but of course as a person.
People say that he doesn't have social media or a phone, for example.
No. He's very family oriented. I'll say this, like I really respect him. He's a great man. I didn't have the same, not just because I was in the show, but because of my age. I'm a people person. So for me, I'm not going to act like he was my best friend. It's not how the industry works.
Sure.
But I spent over a decade working with Cillian, and the show was very much about that character because it was a good way of telling the story. He was very calculated as an actor, knew the angles. So like even I'm aware, like I know I'm in shot right now. I know like the lighting, you got dual lighting. I understand if I get really close to the mic, I probably have to be a lot quieter. Now it's an ASMR session.
I realized that when you stood up and you were worried.
Yeah, I was very worried. I was very worried because I understand like if I'm this far away, I have to be a lot louder. And anyway, Paul Anderson, if I'm correct, Cillian didn't even...
Sorry.
No, you're good. Cillian wasn't even... didn't even go to university, if I'm remembering correctly. Paul Anderson did. Whereas Paul Anderson was a fascinating man. So Arthur Shelby, for those who are curious, was very raw.
A fascinating character too.
Very fascinating character, very fascinating person. I actually had a lot of scenes, funnily enough, with him. I had a lot with Cillian. I had quite a few with Helen McCrory, Polly Gray, our auntie. As if I really am. But there was a lot of different styles involved and there was a lot of different approaches, and it was fascinating because I was able to take, as we say in England, like a leaf out of everybody's book. You know, oh, okay, Cillian has this, Paul has this, Helen has this, etc. And one person that I found to be very, very kind, and maybe because he was closer to my age, was Joe Cole. Now, obviously, spoiler, so if you haven't watched Peaky Blinders, stop listening for like 30 seconds. Joe Cole was close enough to my age, but had already had enough experience, John Shelby, where it was a lot more... We would talk about stuff, life, what was going on, the scenes. Dude, I didn't know. I wasn't trained, man. I hadn't. I was fucking lost. What is going on? I'm on set, and I know that I have to turn up on time and learn these lines, and so to come to the sort of crescendo of the point is that there was a lot to be learned. And all I could do was learn as I went on, and it helped because the older I got, the more experience of life I had, and the more lines and involvement my character had. So as Finn grew up, I grew up, and it was a very beautiful sort of coming of age thing. And obviously now with the movie, they've skipped a lot of time. They've skipped about 10 years, and
I haven't watched the movie yet. Yes.
Sorry.
No problem.
Okay, so I'm curious. Well, yeah. Well, you'll have to let me know. You have to let me know what you think. I it was fun for me because I went to the premiere. It was in Birmingham. It was phenomenal. It was the biggest red carpet I've ever seen in Birmingham. Like it for my city and just for the whole Peaky Blinders thing. It was phenomenal. Now Netflix has backed it, and anyway,
Amazing.
I bought my friend. We had a great time. There was champagne. I got to see my old colleagues again. It was beautiful.
Cool.
They've skipped a lot of time in the story, and now with the new series, they've also because they're continuing it apparently. As far as I'm aware, they're because Duke Shelby was in the series. I think season 5 and season 6, maybe definitely season 6, which was played by Conrad Khan, and then Duke Shelby was then played by Barry Keoghan. Both phenomenal actors. Huge fan of Barry Keoghan. I think he did a brilliant job.
Nice.
And now in the new seasons of the series, I know nothing about.
Okay.
But from what I know, they've got a new actor for Duke again because they've passed more time. So, there we go. Being aware, the character of Finn Shelby, I would love to come back. I'd still look quite young. It's the vegan, it's the moisturizer, it's the, you know, I get ID'd even now if I go to a shop. I'll have a beer. Where's your ID? I look very young, but my point is, I would like to see Finn Shelby come back. I think it's an incomplete story.
True.
And if it's nothing to do with me, I have no say. But if Stephen Knight was to bring him back, I would like to do it. Maybe if they put a fake beard, I get really muscly, come back, maybe they age me a bit, you know, and let's have a war. I think that'll be, what do you think?
I think it's amazing. Maybe if you get a scar too on your face, right? And Tommy Shelby attitude, right? It's going to be nice. I think it's a good plot. Maybe the writers want to do it.
Hopefully. And before I understand, because obviously, unfortunately,
you have to go.
As much fun as I'm having, I have to go.